Good morning. Well, work is trying to get in the way of our adventures again, but we're not going to let that happen. We're on the way up to Rock Hill, South Carolina. I've got to go up there for more meetings for work for 3 days next week. So we decided, hey, let's go ahead and go the weekend prior, make it a long time up there, and actually travel out from there. So it's going to be our base camp in that area. And we got a lot of things planned. Like today we got 2 state parks. Tomorrow we got a state park and a military park. And on Sunday we also got a state park and a military park to go to. So we got a lot of things that we want to do and we hope we can get done. So we should still have a lot of fun and still got to work though. Alright, we are at Lake Waccamaw State Park. It's actually not far from where we live. We haven't been here before, so we want to check it out. And this is actually, when we're filming this, is August of 2017, and this is the state park of the month for the North Carolina park system. So definitely want to check out this month. Here's actually a map of Lake Waccamaw, actually in a little boat. I didn't want to make too much noise while I was in there because it's kind of rude, especially if anybody else was in there, which I don't think they were, but still, I want to be nice. Let's talk about that whale skull. That was quite awesome. It was actually found here on the shore of Lake Waccamaw in 2008. It is from a prehistoric whale. And that is actually the skull that they found. They said that people actually stubbed their toes on it when they were walking on the edge and thought it was a cypress tree root. So that is really neat that that actually is still here and was found here in Lake Waccamaw. All right, we're starting on the lake trail. We're actually doing a combination of 3 of the trails here to do a little bit of a loop. So here we go, and of course you know who's in front and not falling too far behind. So far this has been our trail, actually a boardwalk the entire duration so far. We're at the end of the first boardwalk and here's our view of Lake Waccamaw.
Or as Siri says, Waccamaw.
Yeah, or as Siri on Andrea's phone says, Waccamaw.
Lake Waccamaw.
Even though we are in a state park, there is one little animal here we have got to be very vigilant to be looking out for, and that is called the American alligator. If you look up anything on this park, you'll see big pictures of alligators, and just on the boardwalk was just on there, it was giving you the warning signs and telling you about their teeth and their bites and everything. So the trail we're taking is just off of the shore. It's actually called, like we said, the lake trail. So we're keeping an eye out on both sides to make sure that we don't have one around us. And the trail keeps going and going and going. Into the woods we go. So what have we learned about Lake Waccamaw State Park? No amount of bug spray can keep all the bugs off of you. They are completely swarming us, and they're terrible. And we sprayed ourselves pretty good before we came out here, so basically we're getting through these trails as quickly as possible. Here's the camping area. So looks like we got a bathhouse out here, little picnic shelters, and this is primarily, well, not primarily, it is just tent camping here. And Andrea just told me they actually have a yurt here you can camp in, so that's actually something random that would be awesome to do. All right, our second detour of the day is Lumber River State Park. Another one that is not too far away from the house, about 2 hours, but this is definitely a chance for us to stop and visit. All right, we are starting our walk on one of the trails, and one thing we've already seen that actually looks great is just how clean the park is. As you see behind me, you got a picnic table, the bathrooms, and they've got people out here right now just going around cleaning up stuff. This is a very, very well maintained park. This was actually the feature park for North Carolina last month, so of course I'm sure they did their best to make it look the best they could before the end of the month, so that it was, since it was featured. We also got a large log, which is from the Lumber River, which is where we are, and also a mill pond that we'll be walking by here in a little bit. There's Andrea and Cora way up there ahead of us. We have a sweet gum tree right here. And it goes up and up and up and up. And right here we have the Klutz. Yes, the attack of the Klutz has returned. I was paying too much attention to the map and just rolled my ankle. So, fun, fun, fun. I didn't know this, and actually Andrew was just reading it. Princess Anne, which is the access we're at, was actually a little town that was here that basically started disappearing as the train started coming through. Sorry about the blower in the background, but right here we're at Griffin's Whirl, where you have these 3 different sections of water coming in here. All 3 are going with different currents, and just gets this really cool effect in the water where it's just like it's called, a whirling effect. Not sure what kind of berries these are, but they are everywhere on the trail. They've got a great color, and actually Andrea stopped to quite a few photos of them just because they do look great. Now we're walking on one of the boardwalks, and it actually might be the only boardwalk on this trail, but I like how well it's maintained and how it looks. And looking out from this boardwalk is the Lumber River just to our left, which actually, depending on which way you're going, it could be on your left or it could be on your right, but for us right now it's on our left. And remember how I was talking about how clean the whole park looks? Well, the blower and everything that you heard in the background of that one video was actually a guy going around behind us and actually blowing the leaves, getting the limbs up off the trail and maintaining it just in a random part of the day. So that's really nice to see. Not sure how well you can see the Lumber River, but here is a good look from the trail. This park does have 2 accesses to it where you can explore from the land, but it is primarily a paddling state park. I think I read, and if I'm wrong, I'll correct myself. I think it said that there's 81 miles of the Lumber River contained within this state park, and that's what a lot of people do, is either kayak or canoe it, come fishing, and just by what we've seen so far, it'd be a really great place to do that. Here on the side of the trail is actually a little seating area looking out on the river, which is actually pretty cool. There's a really nice covered picnic area where you can have parties or just enjoy your lunch. Really nice restroom area, open fields, and like I said, out from there is your picnic area. And this is part of the trail we just did. It's the Griffin's Bluff Trail, half-mile moderate. This moderate is what I would consider an easy, unlike last week at Morrow Mountain where they said easy was strenuous in my opinion. Here's a lot more picnic areas leading down to the water, where actually your water access to put your boats in, your canoes, your kayaks are right down here. And just across there, and I'll probably get a little bit better view here in a minute, is where the primitive camping is. Here's a very nice looking tree down here at the beach and the boat access. And sorry for that little jerk there. Ari is trying to keep on going and follow her mama. Very nice look of the Lumber River from here. We're back in the car. It's a little hot now. We're drinking up some water. They're in the back resting. And time for a long... Bless you. Time for a long drive and get some lunch. If you've ever ridden I-95 going from South Carolina to North Carolina or North Carolina to South Carolina, then you've seen this landmark before. But if you have not, this is south of the border, one of those roadside attractions that are still here that's actually huge, and people actually have enjoyed it. We have never checked it out, but we have it on the list to actually check out the campground there. Yep, so here is south of the border. You have gas station, you have fireworks, you have gift shops, you have a hotel, you have a campground.
Fort Pedro, that's the campground.
Yeah, Fort Pedro's the campground.
There's a motor inn.
Yeah, you name it, it's here. Anything you want. There's actually even a reptile lagoon that opened up a couple of years ago. There's just a steakhouse, a truck stop. So, yep, you name it, it's here. All right, we have arrived at Ebenezer Park here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. This is going to be our home for the next 6 days, 5 nights. Got our site all set up, and actually we're going by to go to the lake to go check it out for a little bit, and also see what else we got around here that we can explore before we figure out what we're going to do for dinner, if we need to make a run to Walmart or anything like that. So, quick stop by the lake here in just 1 second though. Here's a quick look at the water area right here at Ebenezer Park. Right now, Andrew's telling me they're doing a shoreline erosion project they're going to be working on through the summer. But you can still get your boat out and enjoy a good time. It's time to take a moment and relive my childhood. I'm twisting up a little bit. Oh shoot. Then there's times I gotta admit I'm just too old. I'm just too old for the monkey bars. Ow! Alright, we're back. Went to the store, got some waters, got breakfast for tomorrow morning because we want to get a really super early start. That way we can get our full day in that we really want to do, which involves a lot more driving and a lot more hiking. So we'll take a look at the campsite. As you can see, Luxo is right behind me, and there's the big rolling turd. So let's look at the campsite and I can show you what all we got here. At the front part of the campsite you have a picnic table, which is actually metal, so that's actually really nice. You also got you a nice fire pit. Like I said, there's the big rolling turd. There's Luxo. One thing we had read a lot about on the internet about these campsites were they were very unlevel. Well, we've looked around and basically all of them look pretty level to us, except for the newer ones, which are up front. We have full hookups here, which is sewer, electric, and water. And as you can also tell, the air conditioner is running right now. So not a bad campsite for $33 a night, especially when a lot of the sites with less hookups are close to $100 a night towards the Outer Banks. So this is really nice and convenient to where I'll be. So I give you a little breakdown of the plan. Like I said, the main reason why we're here is because I've got to be at work at Catawba Nuclear Station here for 3 days this week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So today is Friday. So the plan is, well, as you already saw now, we had 2 state parks today. That was Lake Waccamaw, or Lake Waccamaw to the Siri from iPhone, and the other was Lumber River State Park. Tomorrow is going back to some places that we know about. We haven't actually, I've never been to either one of them, but we've passed them, and it's something that we're really looking forward to this weekend, and that's why we're really want to get an early start, so we got plenty of time to do what we want. So not sure what else is going to happen tonight, since we've been on the road and basically doing everything for the last 11 hours, because we started at 8 a.m. and it's now just after 7 p.m. Probably about to call it a night, relax, kick off our shoes, and just call it a night and relax. We're still pretty full from our late lunch, so if anything else happens though, I'll make sure to let you know. Nope, that ended up being it for the night. We just walked the dogs for the last time. We just stuck in a movie that we're going to finish out the night with, and that is Angels in the Outfield. So going to get some rest since we got an early start in the morning, so can't wait till we start that.